Hi, my name's Alex, and today I'll be talking about the Sequoia Green leather case for the iPhone 13 Pro. This was a bit of an impulse upgrade from my previous plastic case, but I did have an Apple voucher which made this relatively inexpensive, so here are my thoughts. This isn't my first experience of an Apple case. I actually owned the product red silicone case for this exact phone about 6 months ago when I first bought it. And I loved the colour, I loved the way it looked and felt. However, I noticed on day one that there were some scratching issues, some of the outer coating was peeling already, and I wasn't very impressed. I then noticed about 3 months later that the corners had started to sort of fall apart, and at that point I went back to the Apple store and I returned it under warranty. And that was when I received the voucher in exchange for the value of the case. And I held on to that for some time. And it wasn't until recently when I thought, I'll try out the green leather case. I love green, it's one of my favorite colors, so I thought to give it a go. This is my second day of owning the case, and I already have some mixed thoughts I'd like to share with you. First of all, I love the colour. The green looks amazing. I think it's a lovely shade of green and they got that right. The buttons are tactile and clicky, really nice to press, and I also like that they're metallic. That's a lovely feature, and it just adds to the premiumness that you'd expect at this value. Another thing that I really enjoyed with this case was actually the unboxing experience. It comes in this lovely case that has like a little latch that you really have to pull on to get it out, but once it's out, it's a very Apple experience, and I like that. Now I'll be talking about a few negative points for the case, and unfortunately there are a couple. First of all, I don't really like the feel of the case. The leather just feels a little bit cheap for the value that they're asking. You'd expect a higher quality leather, and I have seen images of these patinas where the leather starts to peel quite quickly and you start to see the sort of black edges around. Another thing for this particular case is that I've noticed that there are two lines which run across the case above and below the Apple logo, and it's just a bit of an eyesore, unfortunately. So I'll go back to Apple and I'll see if I can either replace it or return it. Some final thoughts that I have for the case. I don't think that it's worth the money that Apple are asking, and I think a lot of people believe that and know that. The leather quality has gone down over the last couple of years compared to some of the earlier iPhone leather cases that I've felt before. I think if you're able to get this case for £20 to £30, then sure, if you really want it, go for it, but not for the £60 that Apple is asking. The colours are lovely, but I actually think that the feel is off-putting enough to the point where I wouldn't really recommend it. Thanks for taking the time to listen to some of the things I had to say regarding this iPhone case. I really enjoy making these videos, so hopefully I'll be continuing and you should see more of me in the future. Thanks very much.